Hi everyone. Today I will give a short talk titled 5 Goals, Plenty of Food, and 1 Catalyst. Have you ever taken a bite out of an apple and wondered, where does this come from? Of course, you're probably thinking the fruit and vegetables section from your local supermarket. But what if I told you that this apple, along with other food that is responsible for 50% of the nitrogen content in your body, comes from a chemical reaction that is over 100 years old called the Haber-Bosch process? The Haber-Bosch process is a process that involves combining hydrogen and nitrogen over an iron catalyst at a high temperature and pressure to make a simple compound called ammonia that has 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atoms, otherwise sometimes known as NH3. The catalyst is a magic touch in the reaction to make ammonia. It acts by making the reaction faster. An example of an item that you may have at home that acts like a catalyst is yeast, which is used when baking. So why is ammonia so important? Ammonia is a key ingredient used in making synthetic fertilizers so that farmers can grow our food. Through this process, the Haber-Bosch process, millions of tons of fertilizers are being made, and 40% of the world's population, billions of people, are being fed. This process is great, but unfortunately, it has many disadvantages. The Haber-Bosch process uses great amounts of fossil fuels for energy and as a source of hydrogen. The process pollutes the atmosphere with lots of carbon dioxide emissions and bad greenhouse gases. The Haber-Bosch process needs to be improved for the greater good of the world so that you and I and everyone can eat. And that is where my job as a scientist comes in. My name is Dr. Yalinu Poya, and I'm a scientist. My job is to work to solve some of the world's biggest problems, particularly in food and climate change. My job is to make catalysts that produce ammonia. I make affordable and active catalysts that have the potential in making ammonia into a cleaner and more sustainable way and can be used on a small place, even as like a farm. My job is to make ammonia using renewable energy such as wind, and the source of hydrogen of ammonia to be coming from water. My job is to minimize the disadvantages in the Haber-Bosch process while still making ammonia, which in turn makes fertilizers and feeds billions of people across the world. Now, I'm sure everyone knows the United Nations. The United Nations has designed and implemented 17 Sustainable Development Goals, specifically to make our world a better place by creating a sustainable future for everyone through addressing its global challenges that we face. Now, since ammonia plays a great role in the world for food production, making ammonia should come together with these goals. My work as a scientist, my research in ammonia, provides ideas into addressing 5 of these goals. Goal 1, no poverty. Goal 2, zero hunger. Goal 7, affordable and clean energy. Goal 9, innovation in industry and infrastructure. And Goal 13, climate action. In relation to my work, I have won a total of 12 awards, which include 3 highly competitive international awards and 1 competitive national award. I have also been honored by the University of Glasgow for my ammonia synthesis research, and I was named 2020 University of Glasgow Future World Changer. I have publications, and I have received recognition and honorable mentions from scientific organizations across the world. Some of my great highlights include talking about my research in the Scottish Parliament, meeting different world leaders, and my personal favorite, having tea with Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth in her Holyrood Palace. I started off like most of you. I was a child growing up in a small town. I became a scientist through my curiosity. I had a curious mind and developed a strong interest in science at a very young age. My message to you all is to never see yourself as someone small and never give up on your dreams. If you like science, please never lose interest. Continue to do your best. Feed your brain with books, encyclopedias, and ask questions. Ask as many questions if you are not sure of something. Science has proven to solve some of the world's great problems. The world is always changing, and because the world constantly changing, the world will constantly and continue to face problems. To make our world a better place, we need more scientists like you to help change the future. This was a brief insight into my research and my job as a scientist, and I hope you enjoyed my talk. 5 goals, plenty of food, and 1 catalyst. Thank you.